Hi and welcome to Apex Atlas. Close your eyes and imagine a world above the clouds. Feel the cool, thin air of the Andes as it touches your skin. You are standing on a path of ancient stone, where the only sound is the wind whispering through the grass of the high plateaus. This is Peru, a land of quiet wonders and deep, ancient dreams. From the golden sands of the Pacific coast to the emerald canopy of the Amazon, where the river flows in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. 200 facts to guide you through the starlight and the silence. We're going to walk through the sacred valley together, tracing the lines in the desert and the carvings in the temples. Breathe in the scent of wild herbs and mountain rain. There is no rush. The sun is setting over the Pacific, and the mountains are turning to shadow. Let's begin our journey into the heart of the sun. Peru is a land of extremes. It is home to the world's highest navigable lake, mountains that look like rainbows, and a lost city that remained hidden for centuries. Let's begin our journey at the top of the world. Here are facts 1 through 20. The three worlds. Peru is geographically divided into three distinct regions: the costa, coast, the Sierra, highlands, and the selva, jungle. Machu Picchu secret. This lost city of the Incas was never actually found by the Spanish conquistadors. It remained hidden from the Western world until 1911. Cusco, the navel. The city of Cusco was the capital of the Inca Empire. Its name in Quechua literally means navel of the world. Lake Titicaca, bordering Bolivia. This is the highest navigable lake in the world, sitting at 3,812 meters, 12,507 feet above sea level. The floating islands. On Lake Titicaca, the Uish people live on artificial islands made entirely of totora reeds that they must constantly replenish. Rainbow Mountain. Vinicunca is a mountain striped with 7 natural colors. It was only discovered as a tourist site in 2015 when the melting snow revealed its mineral layers. The potato's birthplace. There are over 3,800 varieties of potatoes in Peru. The humble potato was first domesticated in the Peruvian Andes nearly 10,000 years ago. The Nazca lines. These massive geoglyphs in the desert can only be fully appreciated from the air. They include shapes of a monkey, a spider, and a hummingbird. 3 official languages. While Spanish is the most common, Quechua and Aymara are also official languages, honoring the country's indigenous heritage. The Amazon start. The mighty Amazon River actually begins high in the Peruvian Andes at the Nevado Mismi mountain. The world's tallest plant, the Puya raymondii, grows in the Peruvian highlands. It can reach 10 meters tall and only blooms once every 80 to 100 years before dying. Surfing's ancestor. Long before modern surfboards, fishermen in Huanchaco used caballitos de totora, reed horses, to ride the waves, a tradition over 2,000 years old. Deepest canyons. Peru is home to the Cotahuasi and Colca canyons, which are twice as deep as the Grand Canyon in the United States. Pink dolphins. In the Peruvian Amazon, you can find the rare Amazon river dolphin, which is famous for its distinct pink color. The Black Star of football. Peru and Boca Juniors legend Norberto Solano is so famous that his wedding in 1997 was broadcast live on national television. Carol Soup. Located north of Lima, Carol is the oldest city in the Americas, dating back over 5,000 years, the same age as the pyramids of Egypt. Dune boarding. Near the city of Ica sits Wakashana, a tiny desert oasis surrounded by massive sand dunes where travelers go sandboarding. The condor's flight. The Andean condor is one of the largest flying birds in the world, with a wingspan that can reach over 3 meters, 10 feet. Pisco sour. This is the national drink of Peru. It's a cocktail made from pisco, grape brandy, lime juice, egg whites, and bitters. Forest giant. In 2026, Peru remains one of the world's most forested nations, with over 72,000 square kilometers of forest cover, mostly in the Amazon basin. If you want to understand Peru, you have to eat your way through it. From high-altitude superfoods to coastal seafood that redefined modern dining, today we look at the culture and cuisine of this incredible nation. Here are facts 21 through 40. The ceviche rule. Ceviche is the national dish, but locals have a rule: never eat it at night. Because it's made with raw fish, it's traditionally eaten for lunch when the morning's catch is at its absolute freshest. Guinea pig delicacy. Known as cuy, roasted guinea pig is a traditional Andean delicacy that has been eaten for over 5,000 years. In the Cathedral of Cusco, there is even a painting of the Last Supper where Jesus and the apostles are eating cuy. Chifa cuisine. This is a unique fusion of Chinese and Peruvian food. It began when Cantonese immigrants arrived in the 19th century and used local ingredients to make their traditional stir-fries. Nikkei fusion. Similar to chifa, Nikkei is the fusion of Japanese and Peruvian flavors. It gave the world tiradito, a dish like sashimi but with spicy Peruvian citrus sauces. Lomo saltado. This is the ultimate comfort food. It's a stir-fry that combines beef, onions, and tomatoes with an unexpected twist. It is served with both rice and French fries at the same time. The superfood king. Peru is the world's leading producer of quinoa. Once known as the gold of the Incas, it was considered sacred because it provided stamina for the Incan runners. Purple corn juice. Chicha morada is a popular non-alcoholic drink made by boiling purple corn with pineapple, cinnamon, and cloves. It's packed with antioxidants and tastes like a spiced berry punch. Inca Cola. This bright yellow soda is more popular in Peru than Coca-Cola. It tastes remarkably like bubblegum or cream soda and is the perfect pairing for a spicy chifa meal. The alpaca steak. In the Andes, alpaca isn't just for wool, it's a lean, healthy meat. It tastes similar to beef but has much less fat and cholesterol. Causa limina. This colorful, layered potato dish was allegedly created during the War for Independence. Women would make it to sell for the cause, por la causa, to support the soldiers. 3,000 varieties of chili. While Mexico is famous for spice, Peru has the oji amarillo. This yellow chili is the DNA of Peruvian cooking, providing a fruity, moderate heat that is in almost every sauce. The pachamanca. This is a traditional earth oven meal. Meat and vegetables are wrapped in leaves and buried in a pit with fire-heated stones, then left to slow cook underground for hours. The world's best restaurants. In 2026, Lima continues to dominate the world's 50 best lists, with restaurants like Central and Mido often holding the top spots globally. Picarones. These are Peruvian donuts made from squash and sweet potato, deep fried into rings and drizzled with a thick spiced cane syrup called chancaca. The sacred coca leaf. High in the Andes, people chew coca leaves or drink coca tea to combat altitude sickness. While it is the raw material for cocaine, the leaf itself is a mild stimulant, similar to coffee, and is perfectly legal in Peru. Mistura Food Festival. Before it went on hiatus, this was the largest food festival in Latin America, drawing over 500,000 people to taste the best of Peruvian street food. Antiquias, these are popular street food skewers. The most traditional version is made from beef heart, marinated in vinegar and spices and grilled over open flames. The lucuma fruit, known as the last gold of the Incas, this fruit looks like a cross between an avocado and a mango but tastes like maple syrup or butterscotch. It's the most popular ice cream flavor in the country. Salt from the sky. The Mara's salt mines consist of thousands of man-made ponds built into a mountainside. They have been used to harvest salt since before the time of the Incas. Bread of the dead. During Dia de los Difuntos, Day of the Deceased, families bake tanta wawa, bread shaped like swaddled babies or horses, to honor their ancestors. Welcome to the Peruvian Amazon. It is one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. A single tree here can house more species of ants than the entire United Kingdom has in total. From cities without roads to dolphins that glow pink, here are facts 41 through 60. The jungle giant. Peru has the second largest portion of the Amazon rainforest after Brazil, making it a critical player in global oxygen production and climate regulation. Iquitos, the island city. Iquitos is the largest city in the world that cannot be reached by road. You can only arrive by plane or by boat along the Amazon River. Walking palms. The Socratia exoriza is a tree that can move. It grows new roots towards sunlight and lets the old ones rot, allowing the tree to slowly walk several centimeters a year. The Boiling River. Deep in the Mayanchuaycu forest lies the Xanayatim-Pishka, a river so hot, up to $91 that any animal that falls in is literally cooked alive. It isn't volcanic. The water is heated by deep geothermal vents. Macaw clay licks. In the Tambopata Reserve, hundreds of brightly colored macaws gather at riverbanks to eat clay. The minerals in the clay help neutralize toxins in the seeds and fruits they eat. The giant otter. The Peruvian Amazon is home to the giant river otter, which can grow up to 1.7 meters, 5.6 feet, long. They are known as the wolves of the river because they hunt in highly organized family packs. Uncontacted tribes. There are at least 15 indigenous groups in the Peruvian Amazon that live in voluntary isolation, having no contact with the modern outside world. The rubber boom glory. In the late 19th century, Iquitos was one of the wealthiest cities in the world due to the rubber trade. Wealthy barons even had mansions built with tiles imported from Italy and Portugal. Piranha myth. While piranhas do live in the Amazon, they are rarely dangerous to humans. Locals often fish for them and serve them grilled. They are said to be quite bony but delicious. Manu National Park. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is considered one of the most biodiverse spots on Earth. It protects an entire watershed from the Andes down to the lowland jungle. The Jaguar's Stronghold. The Peruvian Amazon is one of the best places to spot the jaguar, the largest cat in the Americas. They are excellent swimmers and often hunt caimans, alligators, in the water. Victoria amazonica. This is the world's largest water lily. Its leaves can grow up to 3 meters in diameter and are strong enough to support the weight of a small child. The Rubber Opera House. The Teatro Amazonas, actually in Manaus, Brazil, but inspired by the Iquitos boom, shows the scale of the wealth. But Iquitos has its own iron house designed by Gustave Eiffel, who built the Eiffel Tower. Medicine Man. Over 25% of modern medicines originate from Amazonian plants, yet scientists have only studied about 1% of the plants for their medicinal properties. Ayahuasca. Many travelers come to the Peruvian jungle for spiritual tourism, seeking out ayahuasca, a powerful, hallucinogenic brew used by indigenous shamans for healing and visions. The anaconda, the world's heaviest snake, the green anaconda, thrives in the Peruvian wetlands. They can reach lengths of over 6 meters and weigh as much as a small car. Camu camu. This small jungle fruit has about 60 times more vitamin C than an orange. It is a local superberry often made into refreshing juices. Butterfly clouds. It is common to see clouds of yellow butterflies on the riverbanks. They are actually drinking the salt from the mud, and sometimes from the tears of turtles, to get necessary minerals. Butterfly biodiversity. Peru holds the world record for the most species of butterflies, with nearly 4,000 different types identified so far. Treetop living. The Amazon canopy is so dense that some species of monkeys and birds never touch the ground during their entire lives. Beyond the famous peaks lies a desert etched with symbols and mountains crowned with stone fortresses that predate the Incas. Today, we're exploring the mysteries that still baffle archaeologists. From the Nazca lines to the largest adobe city on Earth, here are facts 61 through 80. The Nazca lines. These massive geoglyphs in the southern desert were created by the Nazca culture between 500 BCE and 500 CE. They were made simply by removing the dark top layer of pebbles to reveal the lighter sand beneath. The spider and the monkey. Some of the most famous Nazca figures include a 93-meter-long spider and a monkey with a spiral tail. Because of their size, they can only be fully seen from the seat of a plane. The astronaut. One of the most controversial Nazca figures is a human-like shape with large eyes and a raised hand, popularly nicknamed the astronaut. Chan Chan. Located near Trujillo, this is the largest adobe city in the world. It was the capital of the Chimu Kingdom and covers about 20 square kilometers of sun-dried mud bricks. Kulab, the fortress in the clouds, often called the Machu Picchu of the north, this massive walled city was built by the Chachapoyas people, the Cloud People, and sits higher than Machu Picchu. The Lord of Saipan, often compared to King Tut, this Moche ruler was found in 1987 in an unlooted tomb filled with incredible gold, silver, and turquoise treasures. Sacsayhuaman's giant stones. This fortress above Cusco features stones so massive, some weighing over 100 tons, and fitted so perfectly that you cannot even slide a piece of paper between them. The Chowchilla Cemetery. In the Nazca Desert, you can find open-air tombs where 1,000-year-old mummies sit upright, preserved perfectly by the arid climate, many still with their original hair. The Band of Holes. In the Pisco Valley, there are over 6,000 strange, man-sized holes carved into the mountain. Archaeologists are still debating if they were for grain storage or something more mysterious. Murray's Agricultural Lab. The Incas built circular terraces that look like an amphitheater. Each level has its own microclimate, allowing them to experiment with crops from different altitudes. The Quechua Bridge. This is the last remaining Inca rope bridge. Every year, local communities hand-weave a new bridge from grass, using techniques passed down for over 600 years. Choquequiraro, known as the Cradle of Gold, this site is even more remote than Machu Picchu. It is 3 times larger, and as of 2026, it is still being actively excavated. The Lanzan of Chavin. Deep inside the dark, underground tunnels of Chavin de Huanta stands a 4.5-meter stone monolith carved with a terrifying fanged deity. Window into the past. The window of the Cusco, Ventanilas de Cusco, are hundreds of burial niches carved into a volcanic rock wall in Cajamarca. The Huaca del Sol y la Luna. These Moche pyramids were built using an estimated 130 million adobe bricks. The Moon Temple contains vibrant, 1,500-year-old murals. Pachacamac, located just south of Lima, this was a massive coastal pilgrimage site dedicated to a powerful creator god who was feared because he could cause earthquakes. Cahuachi, this was the major ceremonial center of the Nazca culture, consisting of over 40 mounds topped with adobe structures overlooking the Nazca lines. Silastanis Towers, near Lake Titicaca, the Colla people built cholpas, giant stone towers used as tombs for their elite. Taipan's water engineering. This Inca site features incredible water channels and fountains that still function perfectly today, showcasing their mastery of hydraulics. The doorway of the Amaru Muru, known as the Gateway of the Gods, this is a 7-meter-tall portal carved into solid rock near Lake Titicaca. Local legend says it is a portal to another dimension. In Peru, history is woven into the very fabric of life. From textiles that take months to complete to a festival that honors the Sun King, today we look at the heart and soul of the Peruvian spirit. Here are facts 81 through 100. Inti Raymi, every June 24th, Cusco hosts the Festival of the Sun. It is a massive reenactment of the Incan winter solstice ceremony held at the fortress of Sacsayhuaman. The charango, this traditional Andean string instrument, was originally made from the shell of an armadillo. Today, for conservation reasons, they are mostly made of wood. A story in every stitch. Traditional Peruvian textiles aren't just patterns. The symbols, palari, woven into ponchos and blankets tell stories about the weaver's community, family, and relationship with nature. Natural dyes. Artisans still use ancient techniques to dye wool, using minerals, plants, and even the cochineal insect, which lives on cacti and produces a brilliant, deep red color. The chulo hat. You've likely seen the colorful knitted hats with ear flaps. In some Andean communities, the style and color of a man's chulo can indicate his marital status or social standing. Scissor dancers. The Danza de las Tijeras, scissor dance, is a breathtaking display of physical skill where dancers perform acrobatic moves while clicking large metal shears, representing a pact with Andean spirits. Fiesta de la Candelaria, held in Puno, this is one of the largest festivals in South America. It features over 40,000 dancers and 200 marching bands in a wild, colorful explosion of faith and folklore. The Diablada, a highlight of Puno's festivals, is the Devil's Dance, a theatrical dance representing the struggle between good and evil, featuring elaborate, terrifying masks. The softest gold. Peru is home to the vicuna, a wild relative of the llama. Its wool is the rarest and most expensive in the world, once reserved only for Incan royalty. Chacu ceremony. To harvest vicuna wool without harming the animals, communities perform a chacu, where hundreds of people form a human chain to gently corral the wild animals for shearing before releasing them. Marinera Nortina. Peru's national dance is an elegant, romantic courtship dance from the coast, performed with handkerchiefs. The male dancer often performs on a Peruvian paso horse. The stepping horse. The Caballo de Paso Peruano is a breed of light horse known for its unique, smooth 4-beat lateral gait, which makes it feel like the horse is dancing rather than walking. Catholic syncretism. Most Peruvian festivals blend Spanish Catholic traditions with ancient indigenous beliefs. For example, many statues of the Virgin Mary are shaped like mountains to represent Pachamama, Mother Earth. The retablo, these are sophisticated portable altars, wooden boxes that open to reveal intricate, miniature scenes made of potato paste and plaster, depicting everything from religious stories to daily life. The Iko, this is the Andean god of abundance and prosperity. He is a small, mustachioed ceramic figure often loaded with miniature versions of things people want, like money, food, or even tiny cars. Compulsory voting. In Peru, voting is mandatory for all citizens aged 18 to 70. If you don't vote, you are fined and your ID card is stamped, which can prevent you from accessing bank accounts or government services. El Señor de los Milagros, every October, Lima turns purple. Hundreds of thousands of people dress in purple robes to process a mural of Christ that miraculously survived a devastating earthquake in 1655. The Peruvian Cajun, this box-shaped percussion instrument was created by African slaves in Peru who were forbidden from using drums. They used shipping crates instead, creating a sound that now defines flamenco and Afro-Peruvian music. The Koila Ritai, this is the Snow Star Festival, a high-altitude pilgrimage where thousands of people trek to the Sinacara Valley to honor a miraculous image and the surrounding glacier. The spirit of Aini, this ancient Andean concept of reciprocity, today for you, tomorrow for me, still governs life in many mountain villages where neighbors help each other harvest crops for free, knowing the favor will be returned. At its peak, the Inca Empire, known as Tawantinsuyo, stretched 2,500 miles across the Andes. It was a world of soul rulers and cloud people, held together by gold, stone, and sheer willpower. Today, we look at the rise and the dramatic fall of the greatest empire the Americas ever saw. Here are facts 101 through 120. Tawantinsuyo. The Incas called their empire Tawantinsuyo, which means the four regions together. It covered parts of modern-day Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Chile, Argentina, and Colombia. Manco Capac. Legend says the first Sapa Inca, Emperor, Manco Capac, emerged from Lake Titicaca sent by the sun god, Inti, to find a place where a golden staff would sink into the earth. That place was Cusco. Pachacuti the Transformer. While the empire started small, it was the 9th Sapa Inca, Pachacuti, who turned Cusco into a grand capital and began the massive expansion that created the empire. The Sapa Inca, the emperor, was considered a living god, the son of the sun. His feet were never supposed to touch the ground, so he was carried everywhere on a golden litter. No money, no problem. The Inca Empire had no currency. Instead of paying taxes in money, citizens paid with labor, meter. In exchange, the state provided food, clothes, and security. The Capac Nan, the Incas built a road system of over 25,000 miles, 40,000 kilometers. It included paved roads, stairs, and suspension bridges that crossed the most treacherous mountains on Earth. Chasquis, the human internet. Because they had no horses, messages were carried by chasquis, highly trained relay runners who could transport a message or fresh fish from the coast, up to 150 miles in a single day. Quipus, the string code. The Incas had no written alphabet. Instead, they used quipus, a system of knotted, colored strings used to record census data, taxes, and even historical stories. Anti-seismic architecture. Inca stonework was earthquake-proof. The stones were cut to tilt slightly inward and fit so snugly together that they would dance during a quake and settle back perfectly into place. The Civil War. Just before the Spanish arrived, the empire was weakened by a brutal civil war between two royal brothers, Atahualpa and Huáscar, fighting for the throne. Francisco Pizarro. In 1532, the Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro arrived with only 168 men. He used superior weaponry, steel and gunpowder, and the element of surprise to capture the emperor. The ransom room. To win his freedom, the captive Atahualpa offered to fill a room once with gold and twice with silver. This room, the Cuarto del Rescate, can still be visited in Cajamarca today. The Great Betrayal. Despite the Incas delivering one of the largest ransoms in history, estimated at over $1.5 billion in today's gold prices, Pizarro executed Atahualpa anyway in 1533. Smallpox, the invisible killer. Long before the Spanish swords, European diseases like smallpox swept through the Andes, killing up to 90% of the population in some areas and decapitating the Inca leadership. The Puppet Kings. After Atahualpa's death, the Spanish installed puppet Inca rulers, but many eventually rebelled and fled to the jungle to continue the fight. Vilcabamba, the last stronghold. For 36 years, the Incas maintained a neo-Inca state in the remote jungle city of Vilcabamba, launching guerrilla raids against the Spanish. Tupac Amaru. The last Sapa Inca, Tupac Amaru, was captured and executed in Cusco in 1572, officially ending the Inca resistance. The Spanish colonial capital. Pizarro decided Cusco was too high and too far from the sea, so he founded Lima, the City of Kings, in 1535 as the new colonial capital. Temple over temple. To show their dominance, the Spanish built the Church of Santo Domingo directly on top of the Coricancha, the Golden Temple of the Sun, in Cusco. Hidden in plain sight, because Machu Picchu was a royal estate and not a military or administrative center, the Spanish never found it, leaving it perfectly preserved for centuries. Welcome to Lima. For much of the year, it is draped in a thick gray mist called the Garua, but beneath that fog lies a city of vibrant colors, chaotic traffic, and the best food you will ever taste. Today, we explore the capital and the rugged Peruvian coast. Here are facts 121 through 140. The second driest capital. After Cairo, Egypt, Lima is the second driest capital city in the world. It almost never rains here. The wet season just brings a heavy, damp fog. The City of Kings. Francisco Pizarro founded the city on January 6, 1535. Because that date is the Feast of the Epiphany, he named it La Ciudad de los Reyes. Huaca Puclana, you don't have to leave the city to see ruins. Right in the middle of the upscale Miraflores district sits a 1,500-year-old adobe pyramid built by the Lima culture. Miraflores Cliffs. The city sits on high cliffs overlooking the Pacific. This area, the Malecon, is a world-famous spot for paragliding, where you can soar over the ocean and the skyscrapers simultaneously. The Catacombs of San Francisco. Beneath the San Francisco convent lies a massive ossuary containing the bones of an estimated 25,000 people. The skulls and femurs are arranged in strange, geometric patterns. Park of the Reserve. Lima holds the Guinness World Record for the largest fountain complex in a public park. At night, the Magic Water Circuit features a spectacular light and laser show coordinated with music. The Love Park. Parque del Amor in Miraflores features a massive statue of a couple embracing and mosaic walls with romantic quotes, inspired by Gaudi's Parque Güell in Barcelona. Surfing capital, the Peruvian coast has some of the most consistent waves on the planet. Punta Hermosa, just south of Lima, is a global hub for big wave surfing. The longest left, at Puerto Chicama in northern Peru, you can find the world's longest left-breaking wave. If the conditions are right, a surfer can ride a single wave for over 2 kilometers. Barranco, the Bohemian heart, this district is the Brooklyn of Lima. It's filled with street art, hidden bars, and the famous Bridge of Sighs, Puente de los Suspiros. Legend says if you cross it while holding your breath, your wish will come true. The Plaza de Armas, the heart of the historic center, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It features the government palace, where you can watch the changing of the guard every day at noon. Earthquake resilience. Because Lima is on the Pacific Ring of Fire, many colonial buildings were built using quincha, a flexible frame of wood or cane covered in mud, to survive the frequent tremors. The world's largest fountain, the Fuente Magica in the Magic Water Circuit, shoots water more than 80 meters high. Carol Soup. Just 3 hours north of Lima lies the oldest civilization in the Americas and one of the oldest in the world, proving that Peru was a cradle of civilization long before the Incas. The Chifa birthplace, Lima's Barrio Chino, Chinatown, is one of the oldest in Latin America and is the best place to experience the authentic fusion of Chinese and Peruvian cultures. Ballestas Islands, known as the Poor Man's Galapagos, these islands off the coast of Paracas are home to thousands of sea lions, blue-footed boobies, and humboldt penguins. The Candelabra, on a hillside in Paracas, there is a giant geoglyph of a candelabra, or a cactus. No one knows who built it or why, but it has survived the wind and sand for over 2,000 years. San Marcos University, founded in 1551, the National University of San Marcos in Lima is the oldest continuously operating university in the Americas. The Pan American Highway, this famous road runs the entire length of the Peruvian coast, stretching over 2,500 kilometers from the border of Ecuador to the border of Chile. Gastronomy boom. In 2026, Lima remains the only city in the world to have 2 restaurants in the top 10 of the world's 50 best list, making it a mandatory pilgrimage for food lovers. The spectacled bear. This is the only bear species native to South America. They get their name from the white or ginger circles around their eyes that look like glasses. They were the inspiration for the famous Paddington bear. The Andean condor. This massive bird is a scavenger that can fly for over 100 miles without flapping its wings once, using mountain thermals to stay aloft. Vicuna, royal wool. These elegant relatives of the llama were once so sacred to the Incas that only royalty could wear their wool. In 2026, Peru continues to lead the world in sustainable vicuna conservation. The cock of the rock. Peru's national bird is a bright orange-red bird with a strange, fan-like crest. To attract females, the males perform elaborate dances in groups called legs. Cactus of the Four Winds. The San Pedro cactus has been used by Andean healers for over 3,000 years for its hallucinogenic and medicinal properties, often depicted in ancient temple carvings. World record for birds. Peru is a paradise for birdwatchers, holding the world record for the most bird species seen in a single day, over 300 in one spot. The orchid capital. Peru is home to over 3,000 species of orchids, including the huacanqui, which in Quechua means you will cry, named after a legendary forbidden love story. Giant hummingbirds. You can find the Patagonia gigas here, the largest hummingbird in the world, which is about the size of a starling. Humboldt penguins. Yes, Peru has penguins. These flightless birds live on the desert coast and use the cold, nutrient-rich Humboldt Current to hunt fish. The Patu bird, this master of disguise, looks exactly like a broken tree stump. It sits perfectly still with its eyes closed, only opening magic slits in its eyelids to watch for predators. The Darwin's leaf-eared mouse, found in the Peruvian Andes, this tiny creature holds the record for the highest living mammal, spotted at altitudes of over 6,700 meters, 22,000 feet. Taracaya turtles. Every year, Peruvian conservationists release thousands of baby yellow-spotted river turtles into the Amazon to help repopulate the species. The poison dart frog. In the Peruvian jungle, you can find frogs no bigger than a fingernail that are brightly colored as a warning. Their skin contains toxins used by indigenous hunters for their blowgun darts. Amazonian manatees. These sea cows live in the freshwater rivers of the Peruvian Amazon. There is a famous rescue center in Iquitos where orphaned manatees are rehabilitated. The cantuta flower, known as the sacred flower of the Incas, this bell-shaped bloom is the national flower of Peru and comes in vibrant shades of red and yellow. Woolly monkeys. These are some of the most social primates in the Peruvian Amazon, often seen traveling in large, noisy groups through the canopy. The Titicaca water frog, also known as the scrotum frog due to its excessive folds of skin, which it uses to breathe underwater, it is critically endangered and lives only in Lake Titicaca. Marine Biodiversity 2026. Peru has recently advanced its PERMS, Peruvian Register of Marine Species, to catalog thousands of unique species in the cold Pacific waters, from giant squid to rare whales. Voluntary biodiversity credits. In early 2026, Peru became one of the first countries to launch a legal framework for biodiversity credits, allowing private investment to directly fund the protection of endangered habitats. The harpy eagle. With talons the size of grizzly bear claws, this is the most powerful eagle in the world. It is a top predator in the Peruvian Amazon, capable of snatching monkeys and sloths right out of the trees. Peru isn't just a museum of stone and gold. It's a fast-growing economy and a sporting nation with some of the most loyal fans on the planet. Today, we're looking at the modern landscape. From the massive ports of tomorrow to the heroes of the football pitch, here are facts 161 through 180. The megaport of Chanqui. As of early 2026, the Chanqui port has officially begun its first full year of operations. This $3.5 billion megaport north of Lima has turned Peru into the primary trade gateway between South America and Asia. The best fans in the world. At the 2018 FIFA World Cup, Peruvian fans won the FIFA Fan Award after nearly 40,000 of them traveled to Russia, singing and cheering across the country despite a 36-year absence from the tournament. Paulo Guerrero, known as El Depredador, the Predator, Guerrero is the all-time leading goalscorer for the Peruvian national team and a living legend of South American football. Mining giant. Peru is one of the world's top producers of copper, silver, and gold. The mining sector is the engine of the Peruvian economy, accounting for over 60% of its total exports. The Lima Metro expansion. In 2026, the construction of Line 2 of the Lima Metro, the city's first fully underground line, is nearing completion, promising to drastically cut travel times in one of the most traffic-congested cities in the world. Surfing world champions. Peru is a powerhouse in surfing. Athletes like Sofia Mulanovic and Luca Macinas have brought home multiple world titles, proving the Peruvian coast produces some of the best talent on the waves. Solar power in the desert. The Ruby solar plant in Moquegua is one of the largest in South America, utilizing the intense desert sun to power over 350,000 homes with clean energy. The digital nomad visa. To boost tourism and tech growth, Peru recently launched its digital nomad visa, allowing remote workers to live in places like Cusco or Lima for up to a year while working for foreign companies. Space exploration. Peru has its own space agency, CONADA. In 2016, they launched Perusat-1, the most advanced Earth observation satellite in Latin America, used for monitoring everything from illegal logging to climate change. The rise of cumbia pop. While traditional music is still huge, cumbia, and its psychedelic cousin, chicha, has seen a modern revival, blending traditional Amazonian rhythms with electric guitars and synths. Social media and the Quechua revival. In 2026, TikTok has become a major tool for the Quechua renaissance, with young influencers using the platform to teach the indigenous language and promote Andean fashion to millions of viewers. The Lima 2027 ambition. Following the success of the 2019 Pan American Games, Peru is currently in the late stages of planning and infrastructure development for several major international sporting events scheduled for 2027 and beyond. Gastronomic diplomacy. The Peruvian government uses food as a soft power tool, branding the country as the world's kitchen to attract investment and tourists. Ecotourism boom. In 2026, glamping in the Sacred Valley has become a massive trend, allowing travelers to stay in luxury glass pods hanging off the side of cliffs with views of the Incan ruins. The billion-dollar blueberry. Peru is the world's top exporter of blueberries. In a few short years, the country transformed its desert coast into a massive berry-producing machine through advanced irrigation. Olympic hopes. Peru is investing heavily in its Olympic Promise program, focusing on marathon running and shooting, sports where they have historically excelled, in preparation for the upcoming 2028 Games. Textile innovation. Beyond traditional wool, Peru is now a global leader in producing Pima cotton, which is widely considered the finest and softest cotton in the world. Fintech growth. Lima has become a regional hub for fintech, financial technology, with dozens of startups creating digital wallets and banking apps to help the millions of Peruvians who previously had no bank accounts. The Trans-Andean Tunnel, one of the most ambitious engineering projects in the country's history, is the Olmos Tunnel, which carries water through the Andes from the Amazon side to the desert coast to create new farmland. Resilience in 2026. Despite political shifts and global economic changes, Peru enters 2026 with a stable currency, the sol, that remains one of the strongest and least volatile in Latin America. We have traveled from the mist of Lima to the stone heart of the Incas. For our final 20 facts, we look at the quirks, the legends, and the future of a nation that remains as mysterious as it is beautiful. This is the grand finale of Peru. Here are facts 181 through 200. The 2026 census milestone. Early 2026 marks a major milestone as Peru's population officially approaches 35 million people, showing a young, vibrant demographic that is rapidly urbanizing. The Gringo mystery. While many believe gringo comes from green go, directed at US soldiers, in Peru it is used affectionately, usually, for any light-skinned foreigner, regardless of where they are from. Yellow underwear for luck. On New Year's Eve, it is a massive tradition in Peru to wear yellow underwear, inside out for extra luck, to ensure prosperity in the coming year. The three-headed animal. The Incan worldview was divided into three realms, represented by the condor, the heavens, the puma, the earth, and the snake, the underworld. You see this trilogy carved into ruins everywhere. Lake Titicaca's sea monster. Local legends speak of a giant serpent living in the depths of Lake Titicaca. While never proven, the lake's massive size and depth, 280 meters, keep the mystery alive in 2026. The world's highest sand dune, Cerro Blanco, located in the Nazca Valley, is one of the highest sand dunes in the world, standing over 1,176 meters, 3,858 feet, from its base to its peak. The sacred Peru-Chile rivalry, known as the Clásico del Pacífico, the soccer rivalry between Peru and Chile, is one of the most intense in the world, rooted in history and national pride. The 2026 Green Law. In a landmark move for 2026, Peru has officially expanded the legal rights of the Amazon River, granting it personhood status to protect it from industrial pollution. The longevity of the sol. The Peruvian sol remains one of the most stable currencies in South America. In 2026, it is often nicknamed the dollar of the South due to its incredible resilience against inflation. The Virgin of the Door. In the town of Cusco, the Virgin de la Puerta is celebrated as a protector who once saved the city from pirates. Her festival in December is a sea of thousands of devotees. The talking drums of the coast. Afro-Peruvian communities continue to pass down the secret language of the Cajun, using rhythm to tell the story of their ancestors' journey to the Americas. The 2026 Machu Picchu limit. To preserve the site, 2026 sees the strictest visitor caps in history. Every ticket is now a timed entry, and some sections are closed periodically to allow the stone to breathe. Guinea pig medicine. In traditional Andean medicine, a live guinea pig is sometimes rubbed over a patient's body. Healers believe the animal can absorb the illness. The world's best coffee. While Colombia gets the fame, Peruvian organic coffee, especially from the Chanchamayo region, regularly wins Best in World awards at international cupping competitions. The baby llama rule. In tourist areas like Cusco, you'll see women walking with baby llamas or alpacas. While cute, remember these animals are part of a traditional way of life that has existed for millennia. The flag of Cusco. The flag of Cusco is a rainbow, which often confuses tourists. It is based on the huifala, a symbol of the four regions of the Inca Empire, and predates modern rainbow flags by centuries. The Great Inca Road today. In 2026, hikers can still walk segments of the original Capac Nan. It remains the most impressive ancient engineering feat in the Southern Hemisphere. The Eternal Potato. Scientists in Lima's International Potato Center are currently developing space potatoes designed to grow in the harsh conditions of Mars, using soil simulations from the Peruvian desert. The spirit of Peru. Whether it's a billionaire in a Lima penthouse or a farmer in the Andes, the national identity is built on resilience. Peruvians have survived empires, conquests, and modern challenges, always emerging with their culture intact. Arriba Peru. The final fact is the phrase that unites the country. Whether in sports, tragedy, or triumph, Arriba Peru. Go Peru is the heartbeat of the nation. It is a call to rise, to remember the sun, and to keep moving forward. 200 facts, 200 stories etched in stone, gold, and the vibrant spirit of the Andes. We've journeyed from the mist-covered pyramids of Lima to the sun-drenched peaks of Machu Picchu, witnessing how an ancient empire's legacy still pulses through the heart of modern Peru. Peru has shown us that history isn't just something we leave behind, it's something we carry with us in every flavor of a ceviche and every thread of a woven poncho. If this journey through the land of the Incas inspired you to see the world a little differently, please give this video a like. It helps us keep the fire of curiosity alive. To join us as we cross borders into our next destination, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Our map is still unfolding, and there are so many more stories to tell. Thank you for watching, for listening, and for traveling with us. May the spirit of the Empire of the Sun follow you wherever you go. Until our next adventure, Arriba Peru, and goodbye for now.